Hey everyone, welcome back to the Wimpy Studio, and today we are here and we're going to be breaking down the Heartland Season 14 extended trailer that came out yesterday, and I'm here with my mom, mduhzay, and thank you for joining me. So we're going to just break down pretty much the major points of this trailer. Did you like the trailer overall?
I did. I did. You know, we had to wait so long for this, and I did. I don't think it disappointed.
The last episode came out November 24th, 2019. So it's 14 months. And, I get that I'm glad that, instead of trying to rush things, they decided to wait until January to release it. And I think it's going to be a good season. It was sad, kind of sad though, even though it was happy at the same time. A lot happened in it though. So we start out with Amy and Ty, and they just have their cute moments with Lindy, but so there's that, and then Lou will be mayor, and are you excited to see this storyline too?
I am. I mean, I think that Lou will do an excellent job as mayor because she's pretty bossy and and assertive. So I think she'll do a great job as mayor, and I'm anxious to break down Amy and Ty's kind of back and forth between each other because they seem to have some very meaningful looks between each other and some heartfelt I love yous, and kind of wonder what might be going on there with them.
And there's one point that we'll talk about later, but I think it'll be interesting to see Lou as mayor because she's such like, I don't know, I want a season now. I don't think we're going to get this, but I kind of wanted a season where it was less about relationships, but her storyline's always going to be about relationships, like the love triangle between Lou, Peter, and Mitch, and we'll talk about that later. But there's apparently going to be a fire in Hudson, so like a big explosion happens. That when I watched it, it scared me the first time, but so it seems like it's going to affect everyone in town. It seems pretty dramatic. So what do you think the deal with that is?
It's hard to say. I mean, I think that probably it's going to have to do with something someone's up to no good. So we're going to have to resolve some kind of mystery there, I'm thinking.
Yeah, and like the thing is that we've seen fires before. We saw one in season 10 with all Tim and Casey's horses died. And yeah, in season 10. So but this one, I don't know what to think about. I mean, I'm not even sure like where it took place at or anything. It seemed like it was at a barn.
Yeah, it almost seemed like it was out maybe in a barn, but it definitely was out in the country. And then right after the explosion, we see like in the woods a little girl walking through the woods, and so I'm wondering if that's related. So
yeah,
hopefully not.
And then Tim tells Lou to get on top of it, to get on top of the case, and Lou tells everyone that we need to survive if we have our valuable resources available to the people of Hudson. So I thought it's gonna be interesting to see Lou do all of her speeches as mayor,
and bringing the people together. So,
and we have and there's a theory later, but we're gonna have there's a quick interaction between between Spartan and the cult. Now, apparently, people have been saying that the main storyline for season 14 for Amy will be gentling that cult that we saw in the season 13 finale, and I don't know. I'm not sure if Spartan's gonna die. We'll talk about that later, but the cult could be like her new horse that she's focusing on because Spartan has been around since the beginning of the show, and this is season 14. So I think it would make sense for, his age to become a little bit more
of an issue. Definitely.
Yeah. But we're not sure. I mean, something that we were both shocked at in the trailer was Caleb got bucked off of a horse. So what do you think's going on there?
I mean, it looked like he really got hurt, and Amy was there holding Caleb's youngest, or baby. And so, yeah, I'm kind of curious to what's going to happen there. It kind of almost seemed like Caleb was saying, his career is coming to an end. And so we'll see.
I don't know. I mean, it looked like he hit his head pretty hard.
It did.
So, but we saw him hurt one time in like one of the earlier seasons. So I don't know. But now it's like different because, he has a wife, he has a daughter, and Caleb doesn't exactly like in the earlier seasons. I thought he was way more involved. And now he's not as involved, but maybe he'll just have like a bigger storyline this season. I mean, he's probably recurring like as like on like the cast list, but but we might see a new love interest for Tim because she was in it a few times. So she seems like she's some sort of like photographer or reporter, but I still think nice to see Tim happy for once
Mm-hmm.
because his relationships have all failed.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool. But there is a disagreement between Ty's mom, Lily's here, and she brought a horse to Amy, and she says, the horse needed someone, you, to train him, but why can't you see that need in people to have a good horse like you can see in horses? So, what do you think about that?
I'm not.
I think that she said that she was talking about apparently she's like her and Amy are kind of butting heads a little bit because she said that and maybe she's probably just upset with Amy about something to do with the horse. I don't know. Maybe she thinks that Amy's paying too much attention to the horse and not what Lily needs or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll see. Hopefully they can resolve their that disagreement and yeah, get the relationship back on track.
And Amy and Ty had a longing look here too, almost like a sad look. I'm not sure what if that's anything to do with it, but we do see Lou, Peter, and Mitch. Pretty much, Lou's putting on an engagement ring, I'm assuming, and it's either Mitch is proposing to her or Lou and Peter are getting back together. Which do you think it's going to be?
It's hard to say. I mean, of course, the camera angle came right on that big rock, and which might make you think Peter, since he seems like he always has the better job. But it could be Mitch. She did have her arms around Peter, but that could just be they share a common bond with their 2 children, and it's hard to say.
I don't know. I still feel like they're gonna restore a little bit of the Lou and Peter thing this season.
Is that what you're hoping for?
No, not necessarily. I think I prefer Mitch, but Lou and Mitch always have this on and off again thing, that's kind of been getting old. So I don't know. I think the love triangle will be more apparent this season, but we're gonna see Georgie competing. And then the little girl we saw 2 times. Once was running through the forest right after the explosion, and another time was hugging Jack. So apparently she's going to have some sort of role, but I have no idea who this girl is. Is it some sort of foster girl or something like that, or someone who's around town? Maybe she caused the explosion on accident or something like that. I don't know, but I mean when she's in the trailer 2 times, I guess it's something that we have to think about. What she's going to mean. Theories. We have a few theories. Now, this is a very popular one online. Is Ty a ghost? Now, I know you don't have much of an opinion on this, but I don't know. I mean, we talked about something could bad happen to Ty based on how Amy and Ty were interacting to the trailer. It's almost like it was too good to be true, And then something bad might happen when we would hope not. But I don't. What do you think?
I hope not. I think they have just the ultimate relationship, and I love seeing their relationship and how it's matured through the years, and how close they are. So I definitely hope nothing happens between them.
But I don't know if Ty's a ghost or not. I mean, the ending scene, people think that was from the cabin in the cabin where Will Vernon's cabin, it was a flashback or something. I'll have to go back and see if it is a flashback. I don't know, but will Spartan die is a popular theory online, and I hope not, but I think it would be more reasonable than Ty dying, basically because Spartan is getting older, and then that would fit into a new horse storyline for Amy.
Yeah.
But I don't know, but those are just 2 theories. So anything else you want to say before we close?
I'm just really excited for next week and getting to see episode 1 and starting this, and seeing where things go.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I think it's going to be a good season, and I'm excited to see the characters develop. And it's the 14th season. I hope it's not the last, but so anyways, I want to thank everyone for watching the studio, and we need to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to miss down below. Thanks for watching, and bye.